I'm just going through this and checking these out. Just curious about the different groups and stuff. But what's up, everyone? We're continuing on with more.
What now?
What do you think?
Why?
When it's raining, there's also a cell.
Real cheap.
Just caught that. You can use the water for cooking. There we go.
Pardon? Real cheap today.
Actually, do I have stuff I can sell? Might as well sell it now.
Now then.
Yeah, might as well sell it now.
Uh,
Then we're gonna go hang out with High Spay because I ended up not saving. So I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't save.
Ah, it's you.
So we gotta go and do all of this again.
My thanks.
I hope that you all are doing well.
Ah,
Plenty of new graves, possibly victims of those dark doing at the castle. Perhaps my boy would find solace here among many his own age. But it seems they don't cremate their dead here. Don't want my son feeling out of place, being the only child in here and singed to pieces. Hard enough for a boy's age to fit in.
That means.
Then, shall we look somewhere else?
my thanks.
My thanks. I think we'd do well to check other options.
My apologies.
How about somewhere deeper in the forest? If you don't mind indulging me just a bit further. Seems a peaceful place at first glance, but it's not really so, is it?
No?
Pattering footsteps from the beast among the trees. The smell of animal waste. I can feel them eyeing us from the shadows, too. It might be too dangerous.
True?
I can't stand the thought of hungry beasts disturbing his grave.
We shouldn't.
I think it's still too early to make a decision. I'd like to look at other locations if you don't mind. You're really the careful type, Heisman. Oh, it's not just me. If I find most chief do this, we contemplate and hesitate until we are perfectly content with our decision.
The truth is,
All you chief travel far and wide to find the perfect resting place. Some build an altar at home, some scatter the bones in the sea, some bury them beneath a great tree. That said, most simply bury the bones in the village's communal cemetery. After all that contemplation, they come back to where they started. Those people used to irritate me to no end when I was younger. I know their indecision and looked down on them for it. But as I got on in years, I came to understand some things. It's not so easy to overcome the death of someone else. Close. That's why when you lose someone, you need time for that very hesitation. I've certainly found I do. Haste will not ease my woes.
even so,
That being said, this isn't your concern. You've already done more than enough for me.
It'll be fine.
It's fine. We'll give it as much thought as you need.
listen.
Are you certain? You truly are an oddball.
Then,
Might we take to the Gauntlet Runner again? This time, I'd like to see somewhere full of open space. Maybe I'm just imagining things.
What happened?
What is it?
no.
It just looks like a place my son loved.
My son.
I think it was around the time he finally started walking. Even when he stumbled and fell, he always leapt right back up, all smiles. He would chase bugs through grass far taller than him, laughing even when he fell, bringing me flowers and pebbles clutched tight in his little fists. Even now, 'tis as he might burst out of the glass at any moment, beaming and covered in burrs, but I know it's just an empty fantasy. You have endured so much pain.
My apologies.
Apologies. I didn't mean for you to see me like that, but yes, this could be a fine place for him to stay. The silence is peaceful, the wind is gentle. It feels a place wholly apart from the nightmare of our world. I'm sure my son would love it too. He always loved to run, with the wind in his face, and yet... Do you want to keep looking for somewhere else?
Not so.
No, that's not it. I just have one thing that's holding me back. That sweet smell in the wind, it reminds me of a faraway hill. The hill where my hometown is.
What?
Just now remembering about your hometown?
No.
It occurred to me, yes, but I've not visited even once since I left. I really doubt it welcome me back.
Oh.
A wind blows in my home sweeter than any I've known.
Let's go.
Well, let's just go and see.
But
No, you are right. I cannot let my floundering deprive my boy of his proper place.
I'm in your debt.
Walking this garden with you, I find myself determined to return home again. It is like something I'd never have realized alone. I am grateful our paths crossed.
Now,
So we
a new
had to
power.
unlock this again.
I must come to a decision.
Thank you for putting up in my indecisiveness, at least. Let's head to my village another day. Call upon me when you can spare the
Only
time.
Then.
For today, let us rejoin our comrades. Tira,
What do you think?
so we don't even know where she's at. Scrolls at 3, you're at 3, you're at 3. When they reach 3, that's when we have to start leveling up our other stuff, apparently. Or 4, whatever.
What do you want to do?
Let me check my food.
What now?
Where do I find my food? Oh, here. As I say, I haven't used any of those for. Hers doesn't have a date, so I can just do it whenever.
Why? All right then.
Let's go.
Am I able to upgrade anyone's weapons?
Okay?
Got a bargain.
20% off. For slaying demi-humans, increase damage against demi-human type monsters. Like how it still follows the same vibes as the other shit. Yeah, no. We'll have to come back at another point then. Magic plus 3, cool. Don't really need that. Okay, whatever.
I'm absolutely drenched.
Talking nonsense, you are.
This
Yeah, let's stand
place.
on the pole and do a thing. eloquence.
Gone to shite, this has.
And we do need to change it. Because they were like, yeah, local delicacies.
Please listen.
Please listen.
Oh, really?
And we are to win their hearts.
All right.
4 things into our eloquence. Some extra money. And I got more people on our side.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
You know, they started us at a decent number with how many people exist in this world, which I'm sure is a lot. Because it would have had us at like, what, near 30,000 before?
True.
True.
Alright. Now we can keep doing our thing.
Right.
But why?
What task do I have? No deadline for this, good. This is just something for nearest. We'll come back to that another time. We have 13 out of 15, so we're almost there. I'm glad this is where we go to check it. We just need 2 more. There's no deadline for it. We need this is like 15, and then this is what's gonna happen tomorrow. Or no, this is the different thing. That's what it's being completed. So there's no deadline. It just takes a day. I think that's just telling us that it's gonna take a day.
Take a look. Thank you. You really helped me out.
You're not serious.
Just keep exploring, I guess. I might just do. I think, especially if there's someone out there too.
Lovely.
Talking nonsense, you are.
Everyone listen. I am...
Listen up. When I'm king, I'm turning half this country's cities into entertainment districts, and the spirits will flow from their cask, free for all.
Yeah?
Some pretty wild campaign promise. As long as you put your word against, there's no debate. You can make them see the future you're envisioning. I'm sure you'll win some favor. Easier said than done, but you can't pass up this chance. Elegance and imagination. I need both of those to go up. So let's do it.
Huh?
What? You got a problem with what I'm saying? Hey, wait. You're that chump who says you'll help anyone in need, aren't you?
This interesting.
Well, sit your arse down and let a man who's truly fit to be king pluck those flowery ideas right out of your ears.
Everyone listen. I am...
Listen up, when I'm king, I'm turning half this country's cities into entertainment districts, and spirits will flow from their cask free for all. You're rich or you're poor, every sort can get its bits, that's the next. That's truly quality. And after loads of people migrate to our merry city, the tourists will start pouring in, lining all of our pockets. So, free booze, you got my vote. All that just from free alcohol? Would that do anything to help a place like Martira, though? I got a cough. Alcohol won't bring equality. I'll make food free. Then what about the taverns? If you do that, then the taverns will go out, then there'll be people who will be out of a job. Alcohol won't bring equality. I'm torn between these two. Or I could just make, I'll make food free. And he's like, how are you gonna make food free? How are you gonna make?
Hang on.
If if alcohol was free, the taverns would go out of business. That's unrealistic. Are you a dick? The country would foot the bill on all the bar tabs. Did you catch that part? I was thinking that far. He's smarter than I thought. I thought that's what Canada came to save the town, but getting trounced by loveless of all people hard to watch. Hey there, I'm winning now. Wrong, little buzzkill. If the meeting goes well as we hope, it's just beginning. I think your eloquence and imagination improved a bit too.
All right.
Both of those are moving up. Doesn't look. Return people, return to the others. Okay, we'll just do another one. Let's go to the square.
It's time.
I'm leaving this place tomorrow.
What do you think?
Caught someone's interest, but can't talk to him yet. So we have to make sure that we're upping our other stats. So we might as well use this time to up our stats. There's probably not gonna be someone standing up there doing a thing, so we'll just hopefully level this out to up our elegance to level 3. Our courage, I'm not too pressed by it because the bounties have been really helping out, and we've been doing other like side quest stuff too that's like leveled it up. So I kind of like how this game has made it easier to level up those stats that they want us to increase.
This place.
Just gonna make us reach. Sure.
Pardon?
You need knowledge and experience to be at the top, don't you? What's a stripling like you think you can accomplish? The fact he's young doesn't matter as long as he's powerful like Luis. So how about it? You match up? I'm stronger than Luis. Should I say that? I let my actions speak. I can let my actions speak. Look at what I've done. I've saved this town. I've slayed great beasts.
Please listen.
If you want real results, I'm your strongest choice. Bold words, boy did again. He's got his own gauntlet brother. He's racing around and not bad for his age. Young as he is, he's pretty good. The hero king in the tails. Managed to win the hearts of the people with my speech. I feel like my elegance has improved.
All right.
Extra money. Plus, the 3 returns to the group. We just bumped our shit up to 421. Damn. So what if you end up just focusing on just doing debates and getting all the right answers for the debates? Would it be possible just to shoot up to like the top like 10 before you're supposed to? I wonder if that's something that's like.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, Even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have his eminence Forden grinding his teeth that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
Right, everyone. Farewell said, particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Old Barden's given me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep. Heis, mate. Why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these.
Now then.
If we punch it south of Martira, we'll make it in I'd say 3 nights, 4 days or so.
Whoa!
So that's Port Brylehaven.
Oh, hey!
So our place is Port Brylehaven exactly. It is a large city for prosperous commerce, due to, in no small part to its oceanside proximity. I envision droves of people will pour in for the exhibition. All the people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay, Nears?
Tally-ho.
Why, I never. Who do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next up, Port Brylehaven, capital of Oceania.
Leaving behind the old castle town stricken by tragedy, the Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Brylehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim? Or...
What to pick?
Alright. So, probably work on our stats. I am gonna do cooking, I just wanna do some other shit first. Just use the bathroom.
Right. Well then.
There we go. An old man had a hunch about the two northwest of Brylehaven. Wasn't there a curse that was over there? The one where the victims of the epidemic were buried. If I'm around Brylehaven, just keep an eye out for this cemetery. So I'll look for a cemetery in Brylehaven. What good thing? It's maybe we'll get a bounty that's also related to that area. That'd be nice. Okay, anyway, back up here. Let's do some cooking. We need something with the milk. So the recipe we know is this.
Alright.
Okay, so go get them. tell that you've been to cook with dough today. In case you were right to summon me, dough is a most delicate ingredient, and those who lack experience often go foul of it. But you were luck today, lad, for I was raised in the grain belt, and our dough shall rise to my standards. Well, as Miss Need and began kneading the flour into dough. Allow me to demonstrate the proper technique like this. Edna, ha! Why do you idle? Show me your conviction, ha! What's up, Jin? This is no time to rest. Should we err? Neither time or heat. All our efforts thus far will be for naught. I bought the game, Jin. Wow, you made the fluffiest bread I've ever seen.
Days gone by.
I present to you a taste of my hometown with this benevolent bread. Prepare yourself. You are not ready. So it doesn't understand.
The party sets off for Martira. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
Oi!
You heard? There's a bath cask on the back deck now. Quite enough whinging about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it'll do the job. No doubt it would shake too much to use while traveling, but it should be lovely to enjoy a soak when we're stopped.
Speaking of,
I've heard that in certain regions, fruits and grasses are added to bathwater to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. There's you can now use the bath cask on the back deck. No, you can acquire it back by using it, but you can also add various bath salts to water to improve your abilities. It's not the demo, Jen. Got 3 more days on the road. I can tell you're feeling stronger these days, but it's still too dangerous to go outside at night. Damn it! I want to go outside at night. Okay, so we'll probably end up talking to a party member to increase stats. Because, let's see, Elegance is about to level up. I'll probably see if I can get a level of Imagination. Those items for release. I didn't play the demo.
Look at that.
I didn't play the demo. I should have, but I didn't.
Hey there.
Sure.
Whoa.
Some good food. If you have more seeds, it's sown.
Did you know?
It's crazy this means you make the soul front of to grow the seeds in only days. So, well, lots of things get shiny. Sometimes things we didn't grow too. You see something you use, I guess you should take it. Got shrooms. Yeah, this game is out.
What now?
Just keep leveling up.
Hey.
We're not gonna plant the seeds, so we'll plant them another time. Kinda. It's like, fuck.
Ah, it's you.
My hands. My eyes. My eyes. What do you increase? Imagination.
If so.
You increase imagination. Our imagination is over there. I want to see if I can increase elegance. Elegant.
well met.
Shows you every time. Okay, what's that? Hulkenberg. I love Hulkenberg. She's cool. So they all increase imagination.
Be well.
Hey.
Okay, so they all increase imagination. If I'm gonna increase my imagination, I'm gonna do it with Hulkenberg.
Well met.
I was very taken with the sandworm bitch. It is incredible that pairing hero of what city spices could result in something so divine. And two dissimilar things that would never cross paths. An unexpected synergy can occur. Put that way, I can't speak. Put that way, could not the same be said of our powers?
Got it.
That's a good example. I knew you'd understand this. One who has eaten of the same sandwich dish could. You know how sometimes when the powers within us resonate together, they can erupt into a move we'd never have conceived of prior. Perhaps the interweaving of these various diverse powers is what we'd call a miracle. The hero kings of yore fought alone and were ultimately beaten. I feel the possibilities available to us as we fight together far outstrip theirs. Choosing to engage with the unknown when you encounter it can bring about the power to change the world. Now I'm really looking forward to the next city. Okay, we're gonna talk about things to come. I feel like my imagination is increased.
All right.
Imagination's almost at 3. It's getting late. Not unimagining, so what say you? Shall we stay up a little while longer? Gotta love Hulkenberg.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That reminds me.
We'll arrive at the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Heisman, if you ever get the tent up above it, do take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to move the boat. I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of,
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us, no? My young friend, where did you hear Yuji for capable of flight? I hate to disappoint, but they're rather more for guiding. Be around even in 2 days. Yeah, I'll travel, don't you think? Okay, the icons are different above their heads now. How you doing, Eljin? You doing alright? Oh. What is bygone days? Let's make off 13. Let's make this okay to read. Tolerance, yeah. Too sparse? Though sparse and objective, the word still managed to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. Right to the day his son took his first steps. The first words his son spoke. Time his son nearly ripped his ears off, climbing all over him. Of worrying about his son, I ate his vegetables. Of his son refusing to stop crying at night. You're being accused of cheating on your girlfriend with a video game? Hold up, Jin! You got married again? You didn't tell me? Damn, dog. Of being so exhausted, we fall asleep in places without realizing it. See, being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. A warmth of rise inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
All right.
There's somewhere left to read the book. I'll pick up from here next time.
Nura speaking.
Got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
the city ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brylehaven. However, the promise of strong magma drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain, and with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
This is...
Truly harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. I don't know what to say. I was already introduced as their spouse at the ball on Friday. Oh goodness. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill settles into my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. Something wrong with that? Did the gut really get the best of your stomach again?
No.
Sorry. I was just reminded of something unpleasant.
Everything okay?
Are you okay?
Right.
Sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village. I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Those are what attracted the human terror of the attack caused them, but my hometown will eventually destroy. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell in negativity. They'll come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own way. We get wiser by the day.
Hey!
My stomach sends notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? So he gets nearest can read the room when he wants to, huh? Let's put this place behind us. I thought he would take him. By the way, I made another big drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it is an important site to document. Nonetheless, okay, I was gonna say, were you gonna make a sketch of it?
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
Tomorrow we'll be in a real maritime city. I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon, the first time for both of us. So when there's like an icon like that, that means you help our imagination. That's gonna be fine, I guess. I think all of them are gonna be helping imagination. Yep. So, okay. Imagination's close to leveling up. Our tolerance still needs some stuff. So, you know what? Let's level up our imagination to 3. Yeah, hang on, Hulkenberg. As you can tell, I'm fucking biased towards Hulkenberg.
I'd say
My search for His Highness the Prince was previously a solitary endeavor, and I never imagined I would travel in such a retinue. Speaking of which, what do you believe is the most important thing for a traveler to possess? Perhaps curiosity?
that's true.
There is truth to the notion. Some things may only be experienced if they're leaping headlong to unknown places at unexpected times. The path before us is long and arduous. We must face the distinct possibility that we may well forfeit our lives on this endeavor. However, we greatly improve our odds of survival by understanding all the rigors that such a journey
And
entails.
so,
We would do well to share and discuss all that we know of traveling. It would improve the experience for us all. Our imagination's increasing. Woo! We're so imaginative. The hour grows late. However, it is acceptable to trade a few hours of sleep for worthwhile company. Shall we talk more? I love how you can just make parallels.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
With 3 specifically because of the character designs.
Quite.
Like, look at Hulkenberg and tell me that's not Mitsuru. And look at Stroll and tell me that's not Akihiko. And Gallica the fairy sitting on the mug, tell me that's not Yukari. And our protagonist, that's clearly Minato. Who would Heisme be? Ah, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Browhaven by tomorrow. Seawater. I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assume that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us at long last. That must mean that we've already ventured beyond where that cliff collapsed, barring passage. It would seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, nearest, do remember that we are relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way. Tomorrow we should be able to see the ocean. You said the waters were bright, but kind of strange. I'm curious what he meant by that. Alright, no one has anything to say? Well, we're gonna read that book. Oh. Hey. Wisdom increase. I'm gonna increase our tolerance. Seismic scale of life of the sun. Reading it. Yeah. What happens if you read a book again? The same book that you finished. This entry describes Heisman and the sun running through fields together on a beautiful sunny day. I can almost hear their carefree cries of laughter. At one point, Heisman loses sight of his son, only to find he could climb a tall tree. Heisman is mortified until the boy nimbly jumps down, just as his father would have. I see, being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy.
All right.
He's on our way. So I thought, looks like it's that Missy's Gauntlet Runner coming for us this time. Oh, she wants a rematch. You lot! You're on the Gauntlet Runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch. I got a short fuse, you know, and that means if you don't come out right now, kaboom! So the young miss says, I'm hoping you lot are willing to act.
Certainly.
Don't worry, we won't take this lying down. Wait, they're coming on board at the other end? Well, now we have to accept their challenge. Damn. If she wants her ass kicked, why don't she just say that then?
It's you! So we meet again! Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Try a bit of this! Let's have a spot of inventive ingenuity.
That's what you get for invading us.
Like you've gotten stronger.
Healer.
So have we.
Too much, perhaps?
Looks like we can't break
So she changed up our weaknesses?
Let's do this fair and square.
I claim that.
so
Now,
much for
I
that.
shall vanquish evil.
Use your battle cry. Oh, you need to be in the front. Okay, nice. Ooh. Miss.
Captain, you've got your defenses down.
Fortifying.
Thanks.
So, you know how you put debuffs on this?
Helpful as ever.
Let's get rid of those.
Feast. Tis mine now.
I'm gonna steal from you.
Take that.
Why, hello.
There we go.
Are you prepared?
Now, let's crack her skull.
That's nothing.
I won't hold back. The blade's edge.
Going in for the kill.
What?
That's a lot of fucking crits.
Dodged it.
Nice one, Captain.
Healer. Some healing power.
That helped.
I don't know who's meant to do magic out of the crew that I currently have.
Ready to lose?
Just do this shit like that.
My blade cuts like the wind.
That's nothing.
No holding back.
Crack her skull.
This is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped. You'll feel this one.
How? I'll use what I must. Gale! Formidable indeed.
Oh, power of heroes!
Still standing,
I call upon royal power within. And fly hard.
Crack her skull.
The blade's end.
There we go.
No. Why? Oh, why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Satisfactory.
Damn, we jumped up a whole 200.
I've lost.
If I could just beat you, it'd ask you to join me, but that power of yours is really something. Don't you rest easy, because I'll win next time. Start preparing now, you got that? Katharina, cheer up.
Yeah.
I saw you were running, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. Ulricus. Who do you think I am exactly? Pardon me, I know perfectly well you're the great Katharina Grand. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh.
Are all these people migrating to find work, even though it might kill them in the end? What other options do parasites like them have? It might be dangerous, but you've got to break some eggs to make an omelet. Ulricus, wait. Take this, and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey.
Good news, Charlotte. Katharina has made a generous donation. Now we can eat for once.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear I'm gonna set things right for us.
Well then.
Now there we are. We believe in you, Katharina. I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my rodeo campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last them, what, a few weeks at most? They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living, and the fat cats are all too happy when the parasites take them up on it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeeze us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back. Handing out money make this better? I got no clue myself, but I had to try something. Even now, tons of people aren't gonna survive, and I can't tell people who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I'm just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
That's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act, take action. If they don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. It's still as rotten as it is. So many say there's nothing to be done, but they only say that because the parasites are right where they want them, beneath everybody.
Just ain't right.
They couldn't have the parasites start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is.
Sure.
Let's change things ourselves. That's exactly what I plan on doing, Azor. Anyone able to take the throne, now's the time to do it, which means I can't just hand it to you either.
Thanks.
Much obliged, Azor. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. Not as powerful as I need to be, but still. I reached out to the recruitment center. We should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check on it. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together. Indignation towards the world's absurdities as well as her deep faith in me. Why can't she just be a party member?
No.
Well, they shot upon and do. Oh, we got a new one.
Power.
What do we get?
I'm not letting anyone die.
Pugilus? I can actually use that now. That's the Pugilus and the claim interesting what the power with too. So their bounties increase to the effects of bounty bonus. Nice! We'll be able to get more from bounties. Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure. So don't go dying on me.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
So we'll be arriving tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing what kind of place Brownhaven is. Let's do this.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
Hey, that's expensive as fuck.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I'm just gonna unlock it.
Really? New skills, new possibilities.
Not yet, but I do plan on doing something with this one. Deals moves reduced to one enemy powerful. Powers proportional to the caster's remaining HP. Ooh. Cost 77 HP. Just not using a cop in the world. Nice. So. Skill inheritance. I probably get you. What's the move I'm using over here? Slicer, yeah, why can't I teach Slicer? Oh, it's right here. Which Slicer was HP based?
All right.
Okay, let's keep leveling this one up. So that should be. We just need one more.
What now?
We just need one more. When I get this one to 20, then we'll hit that one more. Get that, I can just get it to the one more I need to get it to. Need to get nearest to point 3. She has to get the 8 for that. Damn. Looks like this one has 2 other shits after it. This one has 1 more after it. Same with this one. This one didn't have the last one for the brawler tree. Damn. Small HP to caster cures the burner frostbite says meditation. That's definitely gonna be useful. I'm excited for that. HP, what's for battle? Unyielding blood. Then the cost of HP goes up. That's why I've been doing the shit I've been doing too. Might have to actually do the vacuuming so I can get more HP. But let's see, eloquence or imagination? Probably imagination's gonna go up. So let's level up our imagination. I think they'll all do the same thing.
Oh, dash it.
Quite a relief. The nightmare of Martyrs is finally behind us. The core problem might be resolved, but I imagine the traumas. We're going to linger in that town a while yet. You think so? Intriguing is more the word I'd use. That sounds just like Uniris. Well, no more haunting tragic atrocities on the immediate horizon at least, so hopefully it's all downhill from here. What? Possibly. Oh. I think they're all increasing imagination, so if that's the case, I'm just gonna go hang out with Hulkenberg. Yeah, they're all increasing imagination. Does he stay up here? He does. That's cool. I have to up that to be able to do shit. Imagination or tolerance. But I'm gonna read the book. That's my left here. I think it's okay to read. Because the book, I think, gives a little bit more, and we get a bonus if we finish it. So if it's 3 days to finish a book, we should be good here. He recalls the time his son came to him in tears, upset he couldn't sing a certain song well. They ended up singing other songs together through the night until falling asleep. The next morning, Jaime woke to his son, eyes still swollen from crying the night before, singing the song he'd been trying to learn. A birthday song for his father. I see. Being a parent was so sickening.
All right.
With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world is deepened.
All right.
And then it's another. So that's why I did that.
Time marches on, and
So
the
we
age of a new king
were able to get 8
draws
points.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain. Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Rhylehaven. It's been a while.
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents, I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you're bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Rhylehaven.
Port
Shut up, Jen.
Rhylehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Rhylehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the Gauntlet Runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon! It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes.
the City of Water, Brylehaven.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hand.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
No. I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
If it isn't the walking headache.
Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. And we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
We came all this way into a big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy!
So, find an inn. Are they all bats? welcome. Let me just say how so much here. I can offer you medicinal herbs. Okay.
Can we talk?
I have herbs in here. Sure, brothers, yeah. Here you go. Support local businesses. Thanks. Hey, is that a little strange? The shop only sells one item. Seems like there's some sort of secret to this store.
Hey.
So there sounds fishy, doesn't it? If you ain't buying, don't go complaining. So he does sell sweater stuff.
All right then.
Cool. Yeah, Jen, you need to be stopped. Fuck.
Need a ride? Good choice.
We have to use a ferryman, that's cool. There's our crew. Let me save before I, like, undo a lot of the progress I've made. You can really see the king's face from here, huh? It's really so slowly moving, but it's coming to Haven. It's beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came. I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed as we've seen from the coronation rock.
Well,
It's actually what about it. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
okay then.
Anyway, we better get to finding an inn we can stay at.
Ridiculous. What do I do?
My, my.
Ridiculous.
Stay here.
Oh, this blooming heat.
So you march here tonight. Another participant in the tournament, right? Are you planning to stay at this inn? No, fortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the expedition, everything was full up, and after I told myself I was gonna make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too.
I see.
So if this place is not good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. Oh, wait, the gun runner here is the one you had parked in the middle of Martyra. Hey, come on, what sort of technology does it use? Let me in on it too.
What?
You're terrible saying you don't remember me. I'm Lena Caden, the only daughter of the Caden Workshop. Just so you know, participating too, I've got a real gun runner of my own and everything. That means that if you're stubborn and feel without me, I can make you do it by force.
Hey,
Look who's here, you're the elder fellow from Martyra, ain't you? Guess we both got ourselves marked for the expedition. Are you hoping to say this in sorry to disappoint you? If so, because I got tossed out of my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full. And the one calling itself the come one, come all in. Some joke, eh? There's two lanes they arrive. I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the golden coral pavilion where knobby waggers like Ford didn't stay. A parapet or owl to stay in there, fat believy chance, and then there's an inn past the golden corral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumor says that. So we go find Luis naturally. Probably the bottle of the whole place was driving this crew. Think so? Guess we better avoid that one then. But if not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy looking Yuji standing on around, smiling out creepy like puts me right off. So I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, they claim it as my castle. I thought we gave us the tavern. I sure want it anyway. Now, about the Spider's Den, sounds much better. Not that the Spider's Den sounds better. Sheesh.
What is it you've
You there. You ever look about you like one of my supporters, are you? You truly haven't heard of me. Oh, I am shocked, and yet how lucky you are to be granted to deliver such an exquisite form for the first time.
Yeah.
Beauty is all. It's by creating more than anything. A king should be beautiful, should he not? Whichever inn I choose for my beauty dress must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this Golden Corral Pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay in a inn full of people like him anyway. Unfortunately, all the other decent inns seem to be full, so we only got one choice left. I really don't want to, but should we check out the spider's den we heard about from Luffless earlier? Fuck it, we ball. Ball is life.
What do I do?
Oh, not for lodging. I have a spare room available. Service dining with my rooms are affordable for all criminals, prosecuted tribes. Oh no, I'm gonna dream of turning business away. Feel free to have a look at the accommodation to discuss payment afterwards. Well, this place really seems shady, but we might as well look at the room. Okay. Just know if you try to fuck me, I'll fucking send you to oblivion.
They'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut?
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she would join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the days. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I love you, Milo! I love you forever!
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right?
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing! When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head! Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command! Hear, hear! For Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men! We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open! Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter! We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health!
Preach it, Katharina! You just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on Loveless!
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before.
Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain? Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
It's a delicacy.
It's a delicacy. You just made that up, didn't you? Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, Might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How did you hear about all this?
It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me! Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
This was like 16 said that. I'm tripping. Imagine they will aim to find this Gauntlet Runner. You just have to be there to greet them. If they hit the odds, we should head to the Gauntlet Runner. Okay, I actually have to BRB and do something. So I'm going to be right back. Okay, I am back. I appreciate your patience. And I just realized 16 said that. Both the names were orange. So maybe that comment's not too, out of place. But, like, fuck, dog. I'm sorry about that. What's up, 16? How you doing? It was really... I thought Jin said that shit, because that's really in character for Jin to say to me. So I was really confused.
Look at that.
Thank you, Jin. Like, I expect some Jin to say some wild shit like that to me, not 16.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this Why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
No. Now come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctuarist.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
See, all we had to do was trust her.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
This game. I have it on auto, by the way, as you can see.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin!
I'm gonna let it chill for a bit.
First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Godot, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Glodell the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof? Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Glodell, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
You'll be fine.
If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Ooh. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's...
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
Well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Falden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern, but I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again. What a show!
To the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. Damn, that bumped us all the way up to top 49. When do we get our face on it?
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Sup, Jin?
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. That's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
No. We only read it wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves. I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it!
What's so special about those fools?
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now. We knew going in that any plan to win his favor would be dangerous.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin. It'd be backwards in a mirror besides. It's more likely to be in his runner.
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph! She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan.
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Luis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Let's hurry.
Oi there!
Bad weather going on.
Well met, eh?
Only we could go out and fight during the bad weather.
All right then.
But we should probably do some shopping.
Right then.
I feel like Luis knows who we are. You know?
What is it?
I feel like he knows. And I think we should do better at acknowledging that, because how would he not know? Wouldn't it make sense for him to be extremely well informed with how easily he plots and stuff? Plus, with how Straw was like, yeah, oh, there's just this guy. Plus, with how Stroll was yelling in the crowd, his voice is pretty recognizable. I'd be like, you're that asshole that yelled that I killed the king in the crowd. Why would I trust you? Or some shit like that, you know what I mean?
Well then.
Fuck it, sure. Yeah, fucking I'll buy it.
What now?
So where is this? Another... What? The hell did I just buy? Wait, what the fuck did I just buy for 40,000? I expected it to be easy to... Oh, there it is. Mysterious ring that responds to shapes of its wearer's soul. There it is. Oh, okay, so increases the XP that it gains. Cool, so that'll make our leveling up easier. Is it just for that archetype, or...? Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. as well, and so everything's getting expensive. Oh no. Oh no.
Alright then.
Okay, well, hopefully getting a thing to help us with our experience.
What is it you're looking for?
Won't cause us too much problems. I like the little drawings that they do for the loading screens.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right? What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I don't want to be king. Clearly, I want to help all. I see water.
They are called tears.
Shit, we're getting here with a raid. Yo, Steph, thanks so much for shooting a raid my way. I appreciate that a lot. How you doing? I hope that you had an amazing stream. Jin, are you able to give a shout out to Steph for me, please? But yo, Steph, I hope that you had an amazing stream. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for going live and sharing a part of yourself with us, because it takes a lot to be able to do that. You're over here creating a space for people to vibe out and chill, and that's some amazing stuff, you know? So thank you for that. And everyone coming over from Steph's stream, it's a pleasure to have you all here. You're hanging out with Steph, so I know you had an amazing time. But I like to ask all the same though. How are all of you doing? I hope y'all are having a good day. Well, come on in, everyone. I'm just continuing on with more metaphor, ReFantazio. Lentz, what's good with it, Lentz? How you doing? Pleasure to have you here. Zebra, did the little ones get good sleep, Zebra? Israel, what's good, Israel? How you doing? Nikki, what's up, Nikki? Pleasure to have you all here. What's up? What's good? Hey, thanks for following, Nikki. Appreciate you, homie.
I'd treat all tribes equal.
Just like Lord Luis.
Alright, a bit much. Ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
But you know. Hey, they still decent. That a little one who is teething, so you know. I see. Are you doing the whole thing where you like freeze something and have them like chew on it? Like, I forget exactly what it is. I know like there's specific like teething things and whatnot that you can like freeze and you give it to them. You know, like what 40 or so years ago, you take like a fruit, like you cut like an orange slice or something, and you'd wrap it in a cloth and freeze it. Then you hand it to the kiddo.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Too right. They have no idea what justice is. But you had a sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Huh. Whatever. You got some brass to you, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladell ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardell's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. Get in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you.
Thanks, Steph. Appreciate you.
Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
It's been really fun, Zebra. Really fun. He doesn't do a beaky either, so avoid the frozen beak things. What he does, use teethers at times. It's already sunset. Time flies by so fast. I was gonna say, I think those fall under the same things, like a Binky or whatever, but I was gonna suggest like a Chewy. Because I know when I used to work with children that were on the spectrum, some of them, because like they would do what's called mouthing, and they'd like take unsafe things for like that sensory film, put it in their mouth, and you know, risk of choking, they would be assigned what's called a chewy, and they'd like be different shapes, and so it would just be directly into like chewing on that for like that sensory need. So that's why I brought that up. But if you're saying like that doesn't necessarily work, then shit, well, we might have to thug it out, huh? But game's fun. I've been really enjoying it a lot, and thank you again, Steph. You go and rest up. All right. You take care. Luis's Gauntlet Runner and Charities is stationed in Warship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. Warship Harbor. That's such a welcoming place. I'd love that for us. Shit. Probably should save. I feel like Luis should know who we are. I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't trust anyone who randomly pops up and says, "Oh, I want to work for you," especially given the circumstances of what's going on in the world right now. Like, if it was before, like, the whole Kings thing was a thing, it would make more sense. Yeah, there's like the bracelet ones, the necklace ones. Usually those are like, they're like kind of like ring shaped. I have like a regular bracelet on my like desk that's like has like the little rings that you can like stretch and whatnot. It's not made for chewing though. But yeah, you can get like ones like that where they can like stretch it too for like that sensory need, and they can just go chew. Wow, it didn't hit me until we got right up close to it. But this runner really is huge. Hey. Oi, over here. Keep your heads out of the clouds, will ya? You bumpkins can fawn over the charities all you want later. We won't be fine for a good while anyway. Wait with the soiree and all. Soiree? What's that? Hey, Bess. How about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me. I'll give you the grand tour. Oh, and a friendly warning, be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? You can't kill me. Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on this good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room, and you don't want to keep him waiting. Amber necklaces are supposed to work too, but again, they were tried those. Mother kid never had an issue with his teeth coming in.
We're off.
Alright, let's go.
Check this out.
Do you play a bunch of games or stick to this? I play a variety of games. It's just that this game recently dropped and it's been my obsession, so I've just been playing this a lot. There's more. Alright, let's save. That's usually what happens when there's like an RPG that I've been really wanting to play. I end up just hyperfixating on it and playing it until I beat it.
Got it.
And here we are, go on. Don't wander off. Until you get used to it, this place can be a real maze. Don't tell me what to do.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched. Look at it or not, in other recruits, it's always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall. Wait, why do we have our weapons out? Is this a dungeon? Wait, but I used to wake up. I try to do what we'll see. I feel that. I play Valorant and Tekken, and I've played this like indie, well, fan-made fighting game called like Pokemon Close Combat. So there's some other things that's thrown in there. Why are our weapons out? The reception room's on the top floor. This lift will get you there. Okay, but
What in the...
what's that? Hey, happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic controlled locking mechanism? It keeps the suspicious element out, you know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins. Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around? Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. Want to walk freely around the runner? Then you're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. What, already trading treacherous whispers among yourselves, eh? Quit with the gossip and get on already. See, like, he's already calling it out. So, this really does feel like a trap.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. Now, what have we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are new recruits. So that's all it took. A little short exposition. Needs to be you'd have to prove yourself before you can stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What's these peasants against me? These. I'm a bloody sergeant. We can settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Xanth. Get your arse back to your post. That's an order. Just get this through your tiny heads. Hours, everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you'll run home. Tails between your legs. I can take them.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there or you gonna move? Come on.
Here.
This will be Lord Luis's quarters. Just the reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey.
Yes, that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful, not to shove eyes about. I'll try. You all stay safe, too. See you soon, I hope. Okay, but it would make more sense if she doesn't reveal herself. They know we have a fairy with us.
beautiful city, Briarhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
These testicles, what should I ask? So are you and Juna?
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him. Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it.
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
It's just that.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
So, Zebra?
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
I wonder how Calico's search is going.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Figures they'd show up now.
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed...
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big.
Zebra, it was a pleasure talking to you again. I hope the little homie feels better soon.
And now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
The soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time?
That'd be too suspicious.
We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a mere solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
Remember Ben, he's gone over there. He seems very proud of his strength. He's really full of himself, yes. Sergeant Xanth was it. He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors. That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In case we probably should rest today. We can talk in more detail in the morning. Well, shit. Yeah.
Let's rest.
What now?
It's never that easy, is it? Oh no, that's just what it looks like. I thought they also carry the qualities of person using it, because you know, like he has the bat vibe, so I thought the bat vibes would also go to this, but no, that's not the case. It's just the color schemes that transfer over. So like he has the white and red vibes, so the white and red is going to be on okay, so level 17. Can I? Nope.
Look at that.
So now the soiree.
Good night.
Rest well. So are we just gonna be prepping for the soiree? Do we not actually have a dungeon?
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
This one just.
Now then.
Starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys to one. Would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe these symbols options is the best option. Get them alone. Beat their key from them and push forward.
Even so,
if we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they go for reinforcements, we may not fare so well. Luis's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiation may still be on the table.
We have to prepare first.
We need to be prepared as we can before we attempt this. Right, a new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and like, and we may end up over our heads. Like previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Get information about them in town and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then
Maybe just dig up some dirt to inform it. Who knows? They might have a weakness we can exploit. Oh, then, before we can explore to his quarters, it sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree. Alright, so let's do some digging. Let's go digging.
Let's focus.
8-12. We have 20 days. The infiltration room must be kept so consistent day of the soiree. If I still curse from it, the prince's curse could be lifted. Mission with the has begun because of the storms and inclement weather condition that may occur around Brailhaven. Meet with your allies and worship barbecue for Luis Scholar Runner. Tier Luis Scholar Runner is divided into 4 areas: crew quarters, the starboard bridge. You need to obtain a social key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deep part of the ship. Don't forget, you need to gain access to Luis's quarter by the day of the soiree. Okay, so we are actually going inside, and it's going to be a dungeon. Good to know.
What should I do?
So I don't surely die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of children? Sorry, blood and children? Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the exhibition, one that looked to be the same age as They say you've been traveling across the country helping all those in need. If that's true, then may I ask for your aid as well? During a training exercise, the city's guard corps were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. I need special medicine to save them, but the shop's stocks are exhausted and I can't make it myself, as it requires ingredients found only within a monster-infested forest. Okay, I get it. You'll do it, truly? I cannot thank you enough. The medicine is derived from a fruit called the dragon thistleberry. I hear it grows in the Gracia forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn about the monsters that inhabit that place first, and informant may know more. One dragon thistleberry isn't going to be enough to save everyone, so I'll need 7. I know it'll be difficult, but lives depend on it.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay. So, ooh, in 30,000, I will get some dragon blood soap. Soap made of dragon blood, love it. I think that forest is where I need to go to. This Grassy Forest. There's big places to park the runner between the trees.
We'll face danger here.
Let's...
Well met, eh?
Nice. But I need to also find the bounty board. Where's the bounty board? Oh, more is just reading.
Just can't stand it.
Oh bounty board, where are the... How's the game so far? Game's been fun. Some real cool shit. How are you doing, Trent?
Gone clammy all over in this humidity, I have.
Where the hell's the bounty board, dude?
Let's go.
It's gonna be with my Crowler, because we're gonna be accepting quests left and right. Ate some food, you still want to throw up, so I'm not feeling the best. I'm sorry about that.
Greetings.
Do you take like Tums or anything like that? Thinking that's probably not what you're sick with, right? Well, this is my friend. So with a pleasure. Why the face? You're looking at me like a stranger. But you visited my Prowler, I'm its founder. Even this is our first time meeting in flesh. I consider any customer a dear friend. You're gonna get some rest, yo. You take care of yourself, alright? Back off, little man. You're moving kind of fast. What do you even want with us? I'm hoping you can do some negotiation on my behalf so I can get my deed back. Tragically, I had to offer it as collateral alone, but even after paying my creditor off, I haven't been able to get it back in my hands. The only question is a respected Ishkia noble, whereas I'm but a humble therapist entrepreneur. I doubt I can count on the law backing me, but he won't treat a high-profile candidate with the same rudeness. That's the kind of man he is, and of course, you'll be compensated for your success. I've got some unusual armor I think you'll find quite useful. I'll do it. Listen to that confidence. I'm feeling emboldened just hearing the words. The noble in question has a certain fondness for, shall we say, bloodsport. I don't doubt he's watching a fight as we speak. He's an Ishkia fella, positively dripping with disdain for his common folks. Can't miss him, I'm sure. I'll be waiting here. You should let me know when you get your hands on that deed.
Let's give it a shot.
The Colosseum? Okay. The Var Moreno Colosseum. So looking for a pompous Ishkia, huh? When you enjoy sports fights, you think what I'm thinking? So Colosseum. Hey.
Goodbye.
Yeah, we're gonna do some exploring. This should be where it is. It has arena in there. That's how that works, right? Damn it. Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's moaning in pain. Who's moaning in pain? Who needs my assistance? Listen, get the calls. I just dump the bodies like this. Oh, it's him. What you need? Oh, I really over there to say there. Didn't have to have a medicinal herb on hand, do ya? Got my ass kicked in the Colosseum. He's pretty rough shape. Medicinal herb would go a long way. Yeah, sure. Here.
Bless you.
Oh, thank heavens. You just became my best friend.
Thank you.
So it hurts a little, but it's alright now. Thanks for the small miracle. No one else was willing to help me, even though I was suffering. You're the only one, so please, take this reward. Tailbait, cool. I guess we do fishing. Even though he's clearly in a lot of pain, no one at the Colosseum paid him any attention. Gladly helped. think that person sells bait down below with the insect. Oh no, that might be the beetle collector. I'll finally have something to do with these beetles. I've been collecting them for so long. So long. Oh, I do believe I know your face from somewhere. Oh wait, you're the old man who was in that giant sandworm's stomach. Oh, none of that. How'd you get out? How'd you get out of that worm? Oh, I intended for that as well. You'd be my final rescue ways. After running to you, young grubs, I longed to see the outside world again. I just gave the worm a little poke with magic to loosen up its belly. From there, why, it was no trouble at all. So you got out the same way we did? Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. But that's neither here nor there, Tubby. You haven't seen glowing beetles anywhere, have you? They're strange and wondrous insects living in the golden light of Nada. If you do have any, I'd sure like to take them off your hands. Going back, I feel like we've captured at least one. Oh, that is it. A genuine gold beetle. I must reward you for your efforts. Here, take this. Arcane dragon blood. Restores the magnet that surrounds your body. Maybe I'll find a use for it.
What's this?
It's incredible. Are you sure to exchange it for a worthless bug? Just who are you? I'm an old man with a passion for insects. I only ended up in that worm's stomach because I was too absorbed in catching specimens to notice my surroundings. You're traveling all over the country. Not if you find more gold beetles, could you bring them to me? If you hear that familiar chitter, give them a quick look. Give the area a quick look. Collect 12 of them for me, and I'll give you this Venomward charm next. And sure, if we find any more gold beetles along the way, we'll come see you again. I have 8. The gold beetles you require in exchange for secret treasure by talking to the elderly and entomophile. Is that what someone who loves bugs is called? In Braillehaven. The more gold beetles collect, the better the items you'll receive. Keep a lookout for gold beetles wherever you go.
Hey there.
Maybe some more. Here, you can sell them all. Enough. Click 1 and 6, but 6 will do. I'll give you the filter. Here we go. If you click the total of 11, come back and see me. So I just hang on to them all. Damn it. Oh, I'm at 7 now. What? Oh, I should have math on that. Whatever.
What is it?
What's your problem, kid? Quit staring. Come back when you're old enough to... Hold on. You're the candidate everyone's been talking about from the exposition. Your face stuck in my memory. Strange thing, a kid like you in the race. Wow, rude. What do you mean we have to be old enough? What are you even selling? Why, I'm the most famous brewer in the city. They call my house special the miraculous mead. So good it'll put years on your lifespan. Years. Sounds like good stuff, but this all needs a few more years before we can drink. So we'll see you around. But on there, I saw you captured everyone's eyes at the expedition. I'll gamble on that being a skill, not chance. So I've got a task I need help with. I'm looking for something, see? If you find it, I'll give you some of my brew. Sell it or drink it. Either way, you'll get something out of it. I'll do a little extra too. Hell, if you succeed, I'll start supporting your campaign openly. Can't imagine the kid could do what I couldn't. But, what do you say?
Amazing.
You sound confident enough. Alright, then it's a deal. This cup I'm looking for is called the Chalice of Legends. The way I hear it, everyone who ever owned that cup died under mysterious circumstances. By now, nobody can say if the cup even exists. That's the great question. A cup that kills the owner and a brew that extends life. Take a sip, and which legend wins?
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, where can I find it? You're awfully casual about a gamble that might get you killed. Well, do you have any clues on where this Chalice of Legends is? Well, if you believe the rumors, the ghost of its last owner soul refuses to let go of its grasp. Some folks are bored of being attacked by that same ghost. Not that I've been able to find them myself. But you're a candidate, eh? Going up and down the countryside and not running yours, using your share of monsters. And secrets. Oh, that makes sense. If it's already been attacking people, there might be a bill up to take it out. Let's head to the recruitment center and see if there's any information on the bounty. Where the hell is the recruitment center? I've been looking for that for like the last 30 minutes. So, I think we'll... How are we going to schedule this out? So, because I like to just spend like a lot of the free time. System Pompous, yep. Not merely a love-life urchin, but a grubby little elder besides. I have no worse to waste on your kind. Out of my sight. Sounds like we found our Pompous. Ishkia. But this guy's got the deed we're looking for. But he won't even give us a second hand, so we'll have to think of something to catch his attention. Have I seen you before? Oh, you're the candidate who opened up a noble's head at the expedition. Although I not expect such sophisticated tactics. Go on then, I'll hear you out. As you can imagine, I'll be busy watching the fights. If you have nothing more worthy of my attention, I can't be bothered. So it's the Tal'Duri arena this. Let's talk about it. I beg your pardon, you would mock these sublime aqua fights? I see, I suppose you are canon, no doubt. You've been to many distant lands, fought trained and skillful opponents. I confess I'm intrigued. Might I hear of these adventures? Come on, that book. What story you told? Whatever would I want to? Well, don't go so out. Got this tension. Shh. Like, it's not like I can think of anything. That's all? Come back once you've actually accomplished something with life. You visit the legendary tower north of the city, for instance. Whoa, a legendary tower? You think the informant might know something about that?
Amazing!
You should decide something, right? Okay, cool. So...
Hang on!
Okay. So, the tower that's north. So, we'll go to the tavern. But, bro, I really want to know where this fucking recruitment center's at so I can take on some bounties.
All right then.
Let's hear. Joke's on me, I just don't know how to read. Got 20 days to do this. So we're going to spend a lot of our time prepping and getting our money up. Doing as many side quests as we can do. Damn it, I thought you expecting a delivery soon, and these fool horns are hardly a deal of canvas for my outstanding workmanship. Hey, what's got you hollering like that? Oh, I am simply a craftsman who takes pride in my exacting details of peerless skill. I take monster horns and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments, but my technique has progressed to the level where these middling horns can't withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm working. It's too bad. If only there was a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but that's the thing. There's a horn worthy of my skill. Apparently within the Forsaken Tower, there's a giant called Orgoth, whose horn surpasses all others. Cool, that's 2 for 1. But the tower's infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve. Why? I think the task could only be completed by someone who demonstrated a great amount of valor to take the position of the brave. If only someone like that was about. Oh, can it be? Now that I get about it, look at you, it is. You're the young Kennedy that everyone is talking about. Yes, of course. You could save me in my darkest hour. What's with the theatrics? It's obvious he recognized you right away. Whatever. You're going to give us a reward for this, right? Of course, my pockets are overflowing with advance payment from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the Orcus within the nest of monsters known as the Forsaken Tower, located north of town. For more details, an informant would be your best bet. There should be one at the Greatest Catch, you know, the tavern in the Inn District. The Greatest Catch? Okay, cool.
Gotta get prepared.
Okay, let's head to the Greatest Catch and speak to the informant. That's the tavern in the Inn District, okay. Say, when did I call this thing the opening verse we told him about the tower? Let's tell him all about our exploits once we get back. See, 2 for 1. I'd love when we can do that.
Young man.
All right then.
It's this way. This is the way that we need to go. Let's go and take on some bounties.
Look at that.
Look.
First is Catherine. Her. Yeah, she's got the skills back. But you can have more skills, right? Take that runabout you went against everyone since. Oh, yeah, you're here too. You're at the bottom. Okay, so we're still near the bottom. should allocate more manpower to slaying the monsters. Anyway, here, take a look at the contracts. Oh, yeah, your friends get energy. She keeps festering to raise your bounty rewards. I can't say no to the best bounty hunter in the country. Just don't go slacking now. You've got a bit of a pay raise. You don't need to thank me. I'm sure bounty hunt. It's calling your name too. Nice.
This is what I got.
For the Fatal Apparition. A monster who's taken up residence in the cemetery in Haven. He's made the graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. Not just undead that are under its straw, seems like it's also compiled a living beast to serve as its bodyguard, so you need to fight both at the same time. I know how strong you lot are, but this one seems like it'll be tough even for you. After everything we did in this position, well then, we'll just have to prove you wrong, won't we? Yeah. Promise? If you really insist to judge, you'll find a target haunting an old cemetery called the Tomb of Lament. Here, I'll show you where it is. If you'd like more intel on this particular apparition, then you should speak with the informant in Braille Haven. The Lich is said to carry the extremely rare Chalice of Legends, bringing back as evidence you've defeated it.
Let's do it.
I'm actually going to need that Chalice, though. So...
Let's see here.
So you're pretty far north, isn't it?
This place. This place.
So we can go... Can we go to the forest?
Right there's a labyrinth.
I'm assuming we don't have to go back to town. So, I remember I mentioned once a cup. Oh, do you need it? You can keep it afterwards as long as you show it to me first. Nice. Okay, so... Maybe I can go to the forest. Or something, I don't know.
Now what am I to do?
Stop!
Hang on. What if...
So, I wonder how the ranks are doing. Fourth and first, Luis in second. Is just me, or has the gap widened a bit? Gadel's back in third place. Maybe it's because of the increasing fervor over Sanctism. I'm sure your name is going around thanks to everything you've done. So hopefully your face will join there soon. Depends on how he shows up from here on out. Can't let that guard. Alright, well, 3,000. That's not bad.
Now what am I to do?
So I'm looking... I don't know what I'm looking for. The tavern, because we need to buy information.
All right.
All right then.
Well met, eh? Aha.
Sea Breeze, Anglers in the Inn District, yeah. Pretty sure this is where we need to be. And the informant should be in this area.
All right then.
That's the tavern.
Wonderful.
All right then.
Or am I tripping? I might be tripping. She needs me to go to the forest. Here. And now we gotta dump a bunch of money on information. There we go.
Fancy a bit of interest? Fancy a bit of
There's a man named Sergeant Zantha among Luis' subordinates. He's the officer in charge of the Charitas crew quarters. Naturally, he's a tough customer. Oh, that important guy we saw at the Charitas there. What, an acquaintance? You might know this one already, but he's a larger man wearing armor who holds strength as justice as his creed. I hear he was once a competitor at the Coliseum too. He's strong, of course, but non-vulnerable. Rumor is he's weak against burn and poison. Since he's wearing armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. I'm sure paralysis and sling will work well too. But Luis values power, and so while the old battle axe might have some weaknesses, Luis trust him. You can bet he's strong as Luis. Okay. So, put status helmets on that nerd. Sort of be dangerous. Like we don't do a bit of training first. Okay. So just put status helmets on him and just beat his ass that way. Hellfire, maintenance chief Cyber. He's in charge of the starboard quarter. Can't take a joke, so if definitely all along. He's as strong as you expect, considering the authorities he's been given. His magic that repels attacks, especially impressive. Okay, so you can summon the barrier magics. So yes, if you try to physically attack him, he'll bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you end up hurting. That said, his barrier doesn't repel magic. Magic isn't especially effective either, from what I hear. So when you need to find a way to more physical attacks while having him bounce back at you. Not that I expect you'll end up fighting him. That sounds like a massive pain in it. If we don't improve our skills, we'll be done for. So he uses magic that repels physical attacks. We'll want to find a way to dispel that too. So I'm assuming we can hit him with physical attacks, but we need to... Okay. So Dakaja, stuff like that.
Fancy a bit of info?
Master Sergeant Gunchum's in charge of the port corridor. Quite frankly, he's an absolute dude. Don't tell him I said that, though. I value my life. He's an intense person in a lot of ways, but the way he fights in particular is, as I said, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman, swings his axe all around him. You want to watch out for it or it'll daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against that. Might be worth checking out. All the blood rushes to his head, so he falls for being provoked really easily, though. If you bring someone to act as a decoy log, I think you could beat him without much hassle. Ideally, you won't have to fight him, but if you do, keep that in mind.
I guess so.
We'll need a decoy then. I think there's a skill that would be useful, but if we ain't strong enough, our decoy could fall, our strategy would be ruined. Let's ensure we improve our combat skills before fighting him. Okay.
Fancy a bit of info?
So clearly they want us to use the knight. The Chartist helmsman Cabio stationed on the bridge. He's a fervent supporter of Lady Juna. I have to say, I know how he feels. She acts so sweet and has such a lovely voice. I'm swooning here. I almost think she was a goddess. We're not paying for that. What's his fighting style? You ain't spar with him. Well, he's the only one Luis is granted the privilege of being the helmsman amongst all his minions. So you can bet he's a strong one. I never said that. He's weak to electric. I hear he had a traumatic experience in the storm once. And rumor has it, when the weather gets rough, he even turns the steering over to a second command. Pretty solid evidence. Guess we better prefer some electric magic then. But he's one of Luis's handpicked officers, so it might be a tough fight no matter what. If time permits, we should train a bit before fighting him. Sloan said he wins the race. After all, no point in hurrying. Okay.
Fancy a bit of info?
Salva, you say? He's the Chartist Guard Chief. Got some business with him? He's not someone you'll have an opportunity to meet with often. His job's to patrol the Chartist and look out for intruders. The Chief of Security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Luis's trust with his strength. They say he's got an almighty igniter. Of course he fucking does. That could damage any foe. Won't be easy to guard against that. I hear he's weak to projectiles and lances though. Maybe his reaction time's slow. What with wearing that big helmet and all? And that's about it. Remember that on the off chance you find yourself against him. I thought he's powerful if he's in charge of Luis's guards. If we don't come at him, well, we've got more trouble. We need to be confident we're ready to fight. Oh, when he uses almighty magic, right? Sounds like it'll be trouble, but maybe we can retaliate with some of our own.
Want in on this?
Guessing you're after Dragon this will bury the Coxados. That lords over that area loves them too, so be careful. The Coxados will unleash terrifying attacks if it sees an opening. Some might even kill you instantly. I recommend having magic that hardens your defenses, and I hear it's weak to projectiles, so having those wouldn't hurt either. Hope your during this will bury on go swimmingly. Okay. And the last one.
Want in on this?
The Tomb of Lamenta? Of course I can tell you about it. The bond is called Fatulich. People say it's a ghost. That's scary enough on its own. But the real horror is how it summons a two-headed beast called a Chimensa. Chimensa. It's not just fighting two enemies at once. That's the problem. When the Chimensa is around, Fatulich's attack gets stronger. It uses powerful dark magic. So I heard from a bounty hunter who narrowly escaped from it with his life. You better use their heroes to protect against magic or use the Chimensa's weakness wind to take it out quick. As you might expect, seeing as it's ghost, Fatulich is weak to light, can hurt to keep that handy.
No kidding.
Okay. So we spent this time just getting our information together. There's a good Taurus over there too. Its attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up its power. However, it's weak to spears and bows. That's about it. Watch your step unless you want your next step to be into the grave. Okay. It is what, 4 right now. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go prep for dinner. And wrestling's probably gonna be coming on soonish. So what I'm gonna do is save the game. So I know your class. And it's Skyway Monster Tamer. What kind of location would you be recruited from? Adventure Guild, out in the field, nightlife. What you mean? What kind of location would I be recruited from? Maybe the field, where they see me being able to tame creatures. I don't know, actually. Save again just in case, because I really don't want to accidentally reload a save. Okay, I saved, but I want to ensure that I'm saving because I don't want to go through that again. You know, maybe adventure for a little bit, nothing too crazy, and then eventually settle down somewhere, and then just continue with the whole monster taming vibes, where I have them adopted by adventurers that want a companion or some shit. Only those that are worthy, though. So they have to be chosen by the creature. Otherwise, they don't get to adopt them. Basically, where's the hero going to find you? Probably out in the wild, just vibing out with creatures. You know, like small village kind of thing. Peaceful vibes. Hope you're doing well. It's a pleasure to have you here. Alright, so yeah. Where are we gonna go to? Because I do gotta go get food. And wrestling's gonna be coming on at some point. And so it's gonna be the usual thing of I'll probably just go chill for a bit, then come back later, like towards the evening or night at that point. It should be like what, like 8 my time. In your farm home where you are breeding monsters to help the people? Yeah. Yeah, it is Monday. So it's Monday Night Raw. Now it's only 2 hours, so. They're doing that. The 2 hour shits, because they're eventually switching to going on Netflix. Alright, I gotta make sure I find someone that's like behind me. So I think we can go here. I think this person's behind. So we'll do this. So I just want to take a moment to thank you all for vibing out and chilling with me. I'm good though about linguine with clam sauce. That sounds so fucking fire. That's awesome. We're out here eating good. So yeah, we're gonna do this. So I want to take a moment to thank you all for vibing out and chilling with me. It's always a pleasure to go live and have you all here. Like truly, thank you for being here. If there's one thing you take away from my streams, let it be this: your presence is a present. Alright, so don't forget that. Don't ever doubt that. You matter, have intrinsic value, regardless of what anyone says. Alright. Now, you already know the drill. Please be nice, please be kind, please be warm and supportive. Most importantly of all, make sure you steal the treasure, because we're Raiders. That's what we do. We steal treasure. I'll probably catch you all later. So with that, I bid you all adieu. As always, thank you for coming in.